Hey, coming up on this week's Talk of the Town, we're going to head over to the old Huntington Bank building, which is now the City Hall, and talk with our mayor, Tom Orr. And then we're going to truck on down the street, and I think we're going to listen to a story about a man named Jed down at CPAC and talk with Stephen Wolverton. That's this week on Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios in downtown Cambridge, Ohio, it's Talk of the Town.
Hey, welcome back to Talk of the Town. This week we're going to talk with Mayor Tom Orr, and I'm not sure what we're going to talk about, but we're about to. So, Tom, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really pretty good.
I've been asking people. There's a virus, by the way. Are you aware?
If you aren't by now, good luck.
I've been asking people how it's affected the way you do your job. Overall. Are there some changes that have definitely been made in your mind?
I think everyone feels it. It becomes a debate point in every stage of our life, in work and play and home, and of course businesses. And we shut down for a couple of months and then open back up. And honestly, here we are in month 8, heading toward month 9.
That's amazing.
And it just blew a hole. Anytime you take 2 months out of 12, we've never done that before.
I know.
So we've been running behind, and we already had a very aggressive schedule here in the city. Clark Street, Muskingum Valley Health, Cancer Hospital, Southeastern Med, and then right in the middle
on.
Yeah, that was already scheduled. And then we moved City Hall, trying to get buildings regulated, parking lots, tore down a couple, and then ODOT calls and says, oh, by the way, we're going to shut Southgate down for 3 weeks. And luckily that opened up a little early and saved me a little skin there.
Yeah.
In the early call, I said I was doing fine, but truth is I'm down to one cheek now. They tore the other half off. But no, I shouldn't have said that. But
that's all right. No,
it's
what happened in a lot of projects. I've talked to other people. A lot of projects were started, big projects, and then all of a sudden, either the suppliers or the supplies themselves are hard to get, and shipping and just.
Yeah, I have a private business my sister runs for me, and it's just been a real struggle.
I was talking to her last week, and you have a problem getting product in.
You got almost a shotgun approach. You place 4 orders and hope you get 2.
Yeah. And then send back 2 when you get all 4.
And then and then the people that make Lysol and Wipies and all that, they got 8 billion people working extra, and they still can't keep up.
Yeah.
So and then you get up in the morning, the stock market's breaking a record, and this over here, 2 guys are unemployed and getting an unemployment check. So
it's totally bizarre.
It is bizarre, and it does not make sense.
And you've always been very heavily involved in caring in what you do. So I know that personally it's got to be hard on you. Your sister actually cuts my hair, and so she tells me that there's nights you don't sleep. You've called her to see what's going on. And
I'm very happy that I'm healthy. Got a great family. I shouldn't have said that. But, we care, and we're going to keep caring.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot. I feel like every person I do talk to on the phone, I get what they're telling me, but we try.
Yeah.
But we can't be everywhere, and we can't do it all. And I thank everybody that tries to help, because they do on the other side. And but people have been pretty resilient in Cambridge. I'm so proud of Cambridge and Guernsey County. When you look at what we see out around the world, you got to say, woo, knock on wood here.
Aren't we fortunate to live in a rural area?
Police, fire, sheriff, state patrol.
Oh, those guys are
leadership,
all great.
County, city, townships, guys on the ground level. And they take our fare, and we understand tough in Southeastern Ohio. That's one of the last skills that still exists, and I hope we maintain that for the next 50 years. We don't have 50 stores or 50 restaurants, but do we really need all that?
I love suburban America or rural America. I love it. That's
At this place in time, the one thing, I'm so glad they're trying to have a football game, trying to have a volleyball.
Yes.
I just glanced at the paper real quick heading down the hallway to you guys, and it showed where Meadowbrook played a volleyball game and Cambridge played a volleyball, and they both played somebody else. Both won. And it made my heart feel good that those young people got a chance to compete. When they lost sports last year, not just sports, but it shut down a part of our lives. This summer, me personally, closed the pool, closed the ice cream stand, not nicked the fireworks.
Yeah, which is I can't believe
now, I've already told council, I've told everybody else, I don't care. I know first quarter is going to be ugly. Anytime you collect taxes to do your business, and we did nothing for 2 months, that hole is yet to come. There's a reason why we had a furlough here a little bit, and hopefully ending soon. We're going to have that meeting next week. But we're doing as much as we ever did, and with a lot less people. We didn't hire 14 part-timers that we normally had every year since I've been here. And that affected our grass mowing, our trash pickup, our extra stuff. Thanks to James Green and his crew out there, they saved the ship, but we started ugly out the cemetery this year, and I wasn't proud of it, and I caused it. I mean, it was me. But we took it down to brass tacks till we couldn't breathe no more, and then we went again.
That's why we like to sit down with you, because people are asking those questions in their minds. They're not going to call you necessarily and ask you personally.
Well,
but
sometimes they do.
Well, I know. That's what we're trying to avoid, though, Tom.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize.
I appreciate that.
When you don't have that infrastructure and those people help, they don't realize how this has affected that. It's affected everyone all over the world, right?
Well, we've got volunteers to help out. We got the court workers that jump in, and we try to fill holes.
Yeah.
Go from there.
Anything else in town we want to talk about as far as?
I know I'm missing something. This is our new building. You're in it right now.
Yeah, it's nice. First time I've been in, by the way, since it was a bank. I hadn't had the opportunity.
We were able, and the area in which we're in used to be the teller area.
Yeah.
And we now have a roof, and we're more efficient. We're using the whole building.
Yeah.
That was all empty space, and now it's a conference room, multi-purpose. The police can use it. The city uses it, and we schedule it through the clerk.
Right.
It gives us options. And knock on wood, we got a call today. I'm hoping we got a nibble on our old building. So
okay.
We could use the little bit of help on some things.
All right. Hey, I tell you what, we're going to take a break, aren't we, Adam?
Yeah, we'll take a break. We'll come back.
And we'll come back with Tom here in just a little bit.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook and stay up to date.
And welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're sitting here with Mayor Tom Orr, Mayor of Cambridge, Ohio, in these beautiful new chambers here, man. Great stuff.
It's different.
So, I know your job's a little different since the virus, and I want to ask you how it affected you personally, like, going home to your wife and.
Well, my wife works at the hospital, for those who don't know this.
See, this is the question. This is where I wanted to go with this, Tom.
And quite honestly, when it first broke out, I actually went to pick her up one night. It was raining. She can walk to our house from where she's at. I mean, she's literally a block down the street.
Okay.
And I realized she was actually giving the test. I mean, she would go out and get the swab with the team.
Okay.
And I'm in the mayor, and I'm running around with all these meetings, and of course, mask on, mask off, whatever. But we're seeing people. I got to see people. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And then I come home, and she's doing that. And we actually crawled in bed that night, and I looked up the ceiling, and I thought, if we haven't caught it by now, we're never going to catch it. And then I realized everyone battles this from a different angle, literally.
Yeah.
And then I think of my mother at home.
Okay.
My stepdad was a little bit shook up because he's had some physical things. And pretty soon, they don't have to leave the house. They're retired.
Yeah.
So they had their groceries shipped online, dropped off the porch, and wearing masks and talking out the window. We went a month and a half where we didn't even see each other.
Yeah.
And that was weird. And then finally, I was like Mother's Day. I was like, I'm coming out. You want to hug me or don't you? You know. But I think everyone had to back it up and decide which way do you want to go there.
Yeah, and it affects everybody different. It depends on where you live and what you did for a living or do for a living. And
I mean, try to buy some canning lids out there right now for canning in the garden.
It's
off
got
the
mine
chart.
in Caldwell.
You can't. Well, good luck finding them. I'm telling you what, it's nuts.
We got ours early because I cut my garden in early. We had enough. Maybe I could sell you something.
Well, I'm just saying, gardening took a big feverish pitch.
Yes,
at you.
I know everything. Yeah, people started canning. Like you said, delivery, coming, you don't walk into Walmart and
now
have
you
delivery.
could drive down certain streets at 7 o'clock at night, it was desolate.
Yeah.
But you go on primary routes and they're bumper to bumper and pushing you off the road. And it's just crazy.
Everything's different.
And it's like, of course, we block Clark Street, so that sends everybody to all the other streets, you know.
Speaking of Clark Street, what's up with that?
It's just, it was planned for 5 years and we're in the middle of it. People kind of forgot because of the corona and this and that, but they're thinking about it right now because here comes the bus routes.
Yeah.
Supposed to be done in December.
Okay. I didn't know. That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
December.
Now, again, that's what the contract says, but the reality is they got quite a bit of work out there and they're working.
And it's going to look similar to Oakland.
It is.
Beautiful job, man.
Well, we're hoping. I mean, we want to see the finished product, but trees got to go in, curbs, sidewalks. There's a lot of work out there yet.
Yeah.
A lot of dump trucks moving around town, dirt, gravel, rocks. We got a Steubenville water line coming up. Next year we're going to have East Wheeling gets a new sewer line.
Yeah.
First one ever. East Wheeling's never had a sewer line on the right side. If you remember all the years when they had to move the visitation building up on the hill, which is the drive-through carry-out.
Okay.
There's just no sewer down through there. So that hopefully will open up business potential down the road.
All right.
Makes land worth a little bit more.
Yeah.
We got a north side water line going in next year. There's just, we got the Dewey Bridge done 2 years ago. Thank goodness we did. How
Beautiful
good's that
job.
look over there?
It looks great, man. Yeah.
And how busy is that area?
Yeah, absolutely.
And without it, now just so in 2 years, the state's coming in, maybe three, I get mixed up, 2 to 3, they're taking the Southgate Bridge clear out.
Really?
Now
this is the one we just recently patched?
That's the one they just patched.
They patched
That was the patch for temporary.
Okay, so that wasn't
And it's
a
a
permanent
decent
fix.
job, and they opened it a week early.
Yeah,
Thank you,
okay.
Lord.
Yeah, okay.
But
So we're going to replace that whole bridge?
they're going to replace the whole thing.
Similar to what they've done on Dewey Avenue there?
Yeah. The only thing is, that's a little deeper hole over there. I mean,
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm glad I'm not the dude doing that, laying that first one down or something.
And Main Street, just so you know, Main Street just passed it this week. We're moving the Main Street offices out of the CDC, which they were nice enough to give them a place in the back.
Okay.
But we're moving the primary. They're going out in that square window down here in the old Foot Doctor building that we own.
Yeah.
Engineering's in there, but we're giving them, it's going to say Cambridge Main Street.
Right at the end of the bridge.
And I think
How handy is that, man?
I think that's going to fit.
Yeah.
And then got some other ideas coming quick, but till it's official, I got to be careful.
Well, we just like having you in, man, and we're going to try to do this a little more often. What do you think?
I think it's important. That's one thing that's haunting all government officials right now, at least in our local. We had just such a different, used to be that you'd come to a council meeting, you'd have the radio station, you'd have the newspaper, and you got current, up-to-date. We have more opportunity than ever before, and thank you for AVC being aggressive in this area. But unfortunately, the news doesn't flow like it used to.
Yeah.
And we have society, we have our veterans of many years of experience out there and retired folks. They're used to getting news a certain way, and then you have the middle group that's used to getting another way, and then you got the new group, which is my kid. And I'm not sure what kind of news they're getting out of.
Do they
sometimes.
want to get the news either?
I'm saying they're zoned out looking at this thing, and it's like, what is it they're looking at?
An electronic device.
I'm still to report on that. As a parent, I'm still working on that.
All right, good. I'll let you talk about that next time we talk, see if you get any more information.
But as far as my personal life,
Yeah.
it's definitely been interesting. But my life's all out there anyhow, so whatever.
It is wild. You're a wild man. I've learned over the years. I didn't grow up in Cambridge, and I
It's a
didn't go to
different
school with
version
you.
of wild. It was not perfect. I'm just like everybody else.
I talked to a lot of your friends that you were growing up with, and I won't talk a whole lot about that.
Yeah,
on the
sheer
air.
shock.
But yeah, your heart's in it, man. You're all about Cambridge. And
No,
I've
know,
always appreciated that. It's just cool.
Go down swinging. I say stay on your toes and move quick. It takes all my basketball refereeing abilities, all my social stuff, and all my energy. It's a challenge,
Well,
but it makes me feel like I belong where I'm at.
Well, I think you got a lot of people behind you, Tom, and you're doing a great job as far as I'm concerned. And it's a bigger job now than it ever has been, I'm sure, because you add in that virus, which I try. I laugh. It seems like I'm trying to make light of it, but it's out there, and it's a scary prospect of what's it going to do next, and who's it going to affect, and you just got to kind of tiptoe around it. It is so strange. I understand. You're dealing with all these contractors, and they're dealing with supplies, and just.
Well, a lot of that's outside, and they can get some distance, but...
and things you plan budgets way in advance, and now that's probably out the window. You don't know what can happen
you look at the hotel influx.
Oh my, yeah.
Or what we thought we had, and all of a sudden it drops. Now they're doing better.
Yeah.
But it's just... someone said the word muddle. I'm not sure what the definition of muddle is, but it has mud involved in it. I think I agree with that. Everything... that used to be able to do 2 or 3 things real easy throughout the day, no problems.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the case now. Yeah. You might have 1 easy and 2 kind of hard, and you might only get 2 out of the 3 done. And it carries over to the next day and the next day.
Yeah.
People just want some sense of normalcy, and it's kind of hard to come by right now.
It's tough, yeah. It's becoming a new normal, they call it, or, and a lot of people miss the old normal.
Yeah.
And we're probably never go back to that.
Well, the car show we just had, 85 cars, that's what was there.
Mm-hmm.
Normally anywhere from 90 to 110.
Yeah.
A lot of people came, a lot of people had fun, but a lot of people wanted to come and didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of people missed what used to be there.
Yes.
And we're redefining, but after it was over, we got a call from somebody who wants to sponsor it next year.
Good.
So, had we not run it, we'd have lost that much more momentum.
Yeah. It's a tough decision to make. I know it is.
We locked that pool up in the early stages of that.
Yeah, I remember
I
you
got
doing that.
abused and massacred, which I'm the one that helped build it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, it just made me, and this year what happens? 100 degrees, 90 degrees, right now it's 85.
To have a pool. Yeah.
Last 2 years, rain knocked it out. Chimneys. That's life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, keep it together, Tom. We'll talk to you again soon, and appreciate you coming in and taking the time. I know you got, don't have a whole lot of extra time right now, so we sure appreciate you sitting down with us. We have a good time every time we do.
We need to stop it for a minute and just talk about what is, and go from there.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Tom Orr, Mayor of Cambridge. We appreciate him coming in, and we'll be back after these messages.
Talk of the Town will be right back. Bundy-Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy-Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy-Law Funeral Home.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
Hey, welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're sitting here at CPAC, right downtown Cambridge, and I hate to say it, but I've never been in this building. And I'm impressed. It's a great looking theater. It's an old theater, and I really dig that stuff. And we're on stage, and we're talking with Stephen Wolverton, going to be playing in a play coming up, Beverly Hillbillies. And according to Adam, I look like Jed Clampett, but no, I am not in the play. So, Stephen, nice to meet you, man.
Hey, thank you. Nice to meet you.
So what's going on? You got this thing coming up. When is it? When's the play?
The play will be September 18th through 20th, and then 25th through 27th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on those days. Friday and Saturday, the show dates will be show times will be at 7 o'clock, and Sundays we have a matinee at 3. Ticket prices will be $12 for adults and $10 for students and seniors.
Okay, and things are a little different this year because of the COVID virus.
Yes, we're taking a lot of mandates. Governor DeWine has issued mandates for performing arts here recently. We have signage for social distancing and mask requirements. Our tickets, we are not going to be selling tickets through here or through storefronts like we usually do. We are doing ticket sales off of a website called eventbrite.com.
Okay, eventbrite.com.
Yep.
Okay, and that's where you get your tickets?
Yep. And we'll have hand sanitizer readily available at the entrances and throughout. Our performers are doing something different. Governor DeWine has said that performers,
That's okay.
do not need to wear masks, but we are taking the extra precaution and wearing face shields. That way we're protecting the actors and also the audience can see our reactions.
Yeah, good for you. That's great. And the seating is a little different as well.
Yes, we'll have 30 patrons per show. That's the limit that we can have. Seating will be spaced out and patrons will be ushered to their seats.
Okay, so taking the safe route, which everybody has to right now, but I'm glad you're doing it. It's still, you guys are able to get on stage and do your thing and kind of get out of the house for a little bit and allow some people to come in and check it out. That's great. You want to talk about anything going on in the future, or let's ask about your role. And this is the Beverly Hillbillies, similar to what I saw on television, right?
Yes.
You got Jed and you got Jethro and you got Ellie Mae and you're playing Jethro?
Yeah.
So you're pretty much a knucklehead. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm being typecasted.
Do you say the word cipher when you talk about
yes, yeah. We go into gazuntas. Yep. 5 goes into 10 one time or 2 times.
2 times, yeah. 5 goes into, the gazuntas, absolutely, yeah.
So we are fortunate to have that scene in the show.
It's got to be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, the whole cast is having a blast doing this.
How do you go, can you list some people that are in the cast?
We have Tracy Lingenfelder playing our Jed Clampett. He's more of a local celebrity now. He's been performing with us for a few years now. He also goes to Georgetown Vineyard a lot. Other wineries and other locale for music performance. We have Beth Hughes playing our granny. I worked with her in several shows like Murder for Dummies. We did a Sherlock murder mystery together. We have Desiree Correa playing our Ellie Mae. This will be her first show on this stage. We performed with her at Pritchard Laughlin a few times.
Okay.
We are looking forward to her interpretation of Ellie Mae. We have Dick Wade playing Mr. Drysdale, the bank president. And we have Cambridge Downtown director Mary Beth Sills playing Mrs. Drysdale. So
Mrs. Drysdale, not the secretary, but Mrs. Drysdale.
Mrs. Drysdale, yes, the hypochondriac.
Is Hathaway in it too?
Yes, Hathaway is in it. We have Ann Klobuchar playing.
She's Hathaway.
Yes, and she plays it brilliantly. Like, it's mostly, if I had to put a term on it, it's Shakespearean.
So what goes into doing a play? I mean, how many nights do you have to start practicing? How long ago did you start planning this?
Well, we had auditions back in February.
Okay.
We had everyone casted about 2 weeks after that. Then we started rehearsals, and then unfortunately the lockdown happened. And the show got pushed back. We were originally supposed to have this in April.
Oh, okay.
But now we have it set for September since everything's been opening back up slowly.
Yeah.
So we just picked up where we left off.
And we were talking off camera, for future, it's tough right now to get someone out to become part of the play, isn't it? I mean, some people are, just staying at home and they don't want to be around gatherings. And so luckily you said you had this cast though before it all hit, so.
Yeah, a lot of our cast love acting. I mean, for me, it's pretty much therapeutic because it's like if you're stressed out or something, you can just come out on stage, be someone, that's completely different, and it's just a good creative venting process.
And I dig comedies, and this is obviously going to be a funny play.
Yes.
So.
The whole cast is hilarious.
Yeah. And I've met some of those people you talked about, and even on the
pictures on this show, like Mary Beth.
Right, right. So, yeah, Mary Beth is with us quite a bit, and she's a hoot. So, Uncle Fester, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the last time I talked about CPAC, yeah. When is it again?
So, yeah, tell us when it is again.
The show dates are in September, 18th, 19th, and 20th, and then 25th, 26th, and 27th. Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 3 p.m. for a matinee.
Okay. And get your tickets online. What's that website again?
Eventbrite.com.
Okay.
Ticket prices are $12 for adults and $10 for students and seniors.
Okay, and that's all electronic. There's no ticket handing out. So.
Yeah, no physical tickets. We won't have programs this time around either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, you know. And I'm glad you're doing something. So that's great. Stephen Wolverton, thanks a lot for talking to us, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And it's nice meeting you here again. And maybe we'll be back someday. It's kind of neat on this stage doing the show. So stay tuned and take a look at these fine sponsors. And y'all come back now. You hear?
Talk of the Town will be right back. Bundy-Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy-Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy-Law Funeral Home.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville. Hey, I want to give a big thank you to Mayor Tom Orr. He's always willing to talk, and talk he does. And we want to thank Stephen Wolverton down here at CPAC. It's going to be an interesting show. It's going to be funny, and I've always dug the Beverly Hillbillies. So be sure and get down there to CPAC and see the show, and thanks for tuning in. And we'll be on future shows, I'm hoping. So take care.